Why do objects at rest seem so stubborn about staying put? Why don't they just start moving on their own? And why do objects in motion eventually come to a stop unless something keeps them going? These questions puzzled scientists for centuries until Sir Isaac Newton came along. And why do moving objects stop? Let's break it down with Newton's first law. This fundamental principle of physics is the key to understanding motion. Newton's first law of motion, also known as the law of inertia, is all about the natural tendency of objects to resist changes in their state of motion, about objects staying in their comfort zones. Basically, an object at rest will stay at rest, and an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. This means that without any outside influence, things like to keep doing what they're already doing. Imagine this: you have a toy car sitting on the floor. It's not going anywhere unless you push it, right? That's because it's at rest and wants to stay at rest. Now give it a push. It starts moving, but notice how it slowly comes to a stop? That's because forces like friction and gravity are acting on it, slowing it down. These forces are constantly at play in our everyday lives, affecting everything from the way we walk to how vehicles move. Think about when you're skating. Once you start moving, you keep gliding until you hit a bump or use your foot to stop. Without those forces, you'd keep gliding forever. This is a perfect example of Newton's first law in action. Another everyday example is a book on a table. It won't move unless you apply a force to it. And if you slide it, it'll eventually stop due to friction. Friction is the force that opposes motion, causing moving objects to slow down and eventually stop. So, Newton's first law teaches us that objects need a force to change their state of motion. Next time you see something move or stop, remember, it's all thanks to Newton's first law of motion. This law is fundamental to our understanding of the physical world. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and stay curious. See you in the next video. Remember, the world of physics is full of wonders waiting to be discovered.